Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Mick, Rob. How's the new setup look? $50. Wow. Pretty nice. Yeah. Finally found some shelves, man. Needed them bad, I know. But at least I took care of them in the crates this whole time, so. Welcome, Bill. Yeah, surprisingly, these fill up both shelves, and then I have this one over here just for specifically private press stuff. I was thinking about, I was kind of debating on whether I should go live and then fill them up, as I'm kind of putting them on the shelf, but I think at this point I'm just going to kind of put them as I had them in the crates for the most part. Kind of rearranged a few of them, but the good shit is like in this stack, and then some of the more commercial yet still very good psych is on that side. So maybe later on I'll just kind of put certain things together, but as for now, I just kind of wanted to put it together, see what it looked like, and I think it looks awesome. So, hey Randy, welcome. I'm gonna go get my phone real quick. Some guys that watches my videos, he's actually talking to me through Instagram right now. I'm like, dude, I'm live. How can you get my address? Well, I suppose you can message me on Facebook if you'd like. You can just send me a PM on there. Yeah, apparently it was stolen by the ex. I mean, that was a shitty situation. Kind of talked back and forth ever since like early July is when I sent it, and I happened to send it exactly when she took her channel down. So it's like, how would I have known? I actually purged one of my records from my collection, but luckily they weren't expensive records, so I can always find them again if I had to. But yeah, I just hope it turns up. But I'm thinking that maybe he's upset and didn't want to give it to Hannah, so that kind of sucks. But putting my package together soon. Do I have that soundtrack? Probably back at my parents' I do. I'm not gonna lie, I actually grew up listening to soundtracks, and that was one of the very first that I kind of fell in love with, Welcome, Sean. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try and put a package for you as well, Randy. Just haven't gotten the right stuff yet, but I'm working on it as well. Probably going to go back out to Lincoln and find something, perhaps. We'll see. If you guys can hear what's in the background, I know Randy has this. I actually got it in the mail today. I'll show some of the stuff I picked up today as well. Nothing too spectacular, unfortunately, but so I picked this up on Discogs. It was a nice price. Axe, man. It's one of the very first I kind of picked up on in my early days. This is the Kissing Spell issue, which, in my opinion, kind of, even though I love Gearson, they kind of just redid the original demo as it is. This one kind of takes some of those segments and some outtakes, kind of splices them as kind of like interludes, which I think, in my opinion, is kind of like just makes it feel more like an album. So instead of a demo, yeah, this axe is crazy good. I got this for $60 on Discogs, and I've only seen it posted one other time on there, and it was like $85, $90. It's kind of hard to come by. So if you guys ever check out Rate Your Music, you'll know Time Shifter. He's like the big psych head of Rate Your Music, and he rates this like very highly. One of the very few that he rates like a 5-star album. So not that that matters, but you know, he's more of like the hard psychedelic rock kind of guy, and if you love that stuff, this is an essential listening. So, God, it sounds great on the system. Yeah, I mean, I kind of rated about 4.5 out of 5. I mean, the material, the songwriting, especially the Child Dreams, and then they do a live version on their live album, Here to There, where it was like a full version of that song. Oh my God, I wish it was included on this, but their version of A House Is Not a Motel is just like, it almost kicks Love's version's ass, you know? Almost. I mean, they're both pretty good. But the Child Dreams, even though it's got like over half a million views on YouTube, no doubt, it's a good track. So, yeah, this is the Kissing Spell issue. I think there's a couple variations of it, but this was the 95 issue. So, kind of a flimsy cover, and this is the one that didn't have the band's consent, which I read up on. So, which, you know, I don't fully support that either. You know, you kind of like to have the band's authorization, but these guys put a hell of a collection together. And Jesse Harper, yeah. Is that on Kissing Spell? I think, yeah, it's listed on here. I was going to say, wasn't he in this band? But I don't think he is. That's another heavy essential. Had the 93. They're pretty identical, I think. I don't know the exact differences. Maybe the way they're titled. I know one's titled Axe Music. Fort Mudge in his dollar box. So yeah, it's a nice pickup, and let's see, I think I have two records coming in the mail yet, which I got pretty cheap. One is actually not a psych album, but it's more of a experimental rock, post-rock album that you guys may or may not be surprised I like. Picked it up for $10, which is a deal for this album. So hopefully, and the seller only had like 3 people give him feedback, but hopefully he's a legit seller, you know. When you see something that cheap with that much feedback, you know, it's kind of taking a chance on it, but usually don't pay up for those kind of sellers. But yeah, I'm trying to save up for Glenn Dixon on eBay, man. That one. It's one I really want too. But for now, you know, just playing it in my car on my old phone. So these aren't the greatest. These aren't the shelves that I really wanted. My ideal shelf is kind of like maybe like Randy's, kind of like cube storage shelves, not necessarily, this wide of space, but they work and they got enough depth to them. So kind of a funny thing that happened though, I spent most of the day in Lincoln today, and here in my hometown there's a garage sale. It's pretty rare that I want to go to a garage sale anymore because I just never find anything. But I found these 3 shelves, because there's one there. Haven't quite filled that one up yet, but that's all my, for the most part, private records. And then what my laptop's sitting on is kind of part of the collection. It's like a coffee table sort of thing. Fly out to Omaha, build shelves. But anyways, yeah, I got these for $20. Probably should have offered 10, but had to clean them up. They're kind of dirty. And anyways, I took them home. Everything was going great. So I got them for $20, and I was just deciding, because one of them on the bottom was really dirty, so I went and got a wash rag and kind of wipe it off outside. And a freaking wasp stung me. Like, I've never been stung by a wasp in years. And it freaking hurt, man. Can't really see it now. It ain't gonna pick up on camera, but yeah. The only other time I remember I got stung by a wasp was when I was like maybe 8 years old. I was at the pool, I remember, about ready to jump in the water, and I could just hear it kind of buzzing right by me, and it actually got on my cheek, like around this area. It stung me. I went home and the stinger was still in my cheek. It's kind of weird, but man, I bawled like a bitch that day. That hurt. They are not fun, but man. So I guess when you get wasp bites, you're supposed to wash it in cold water. Kind of takes out that venom, and then I put like hand soap on it, wash it real good, and the pain was out right away. So baking soda, yeah, it'd probably work. Yeah, just kind of a weird thing. So then I just put them in here, and then I went and took off to Lincoln and found some stuff which I'll share. Since the gang's all here, the guys that I watch and people that like to talk to me. Hey, Eric, what's up? So I got some shelves, finally. Never really owned shelves in my lifetime yet, as of now. So, not the ideal shelves. I'd kind of like to have more of a cube storage. Not as wide of space, but it'll work for now. I was thinking of stacking them too, but it was too high up and did not look safe. So, because I kind of like to have them high up, and then I think from now on, if it works out, if the lighting's good and stuff, I might start doing VC videos sort of in this point of view, so you get the whole back shot. Gotta manipulate people to get subs. Gotta look good on camera. So, or else people don't watch it, unless you're a woman too. I know Randy brought that up. If you're a woman in the VC, you're going to get a ton more subs. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Especially if you're like a 40-year-old cougar, man. So, yeah, anyways, if anyone missed out on it, we're playing this in the background. Axe. Just ending here. Some cool, well, not really archival work, but it's more of demos on an acetate originally. And I think I read up on it, there was 12 copies only of that. Wow. Hey, it's the VCLT Slacker. I don't know, man. I gotta block you from these live streams. You're not sending me that dick domain. Been kind of waiting And I'm a pretty patient person, but that's just too long, man. Hey, Dad, how's it going? Well, side one is over. Well, it's reprising the here to there part, but basically over. Listen to this kick-ass version of A House Is Not a Motel. I mean, it almost rips Love's version. It's got a looser rhythm to it, and it's that fuzz solo is like 10 times better in this version. I think Jay's bad. Wait for mine. Oh, come on. Just go to the post office when you're on your way to work. I mean, it's not that hard. Is that why you don't listen to me? I mean, I listen to you. I may not do what you say, but I'll listen. Got that Dave Bryan. Yeah, horrible packing job. Did he send you something that looks like a hit of acid? No, I don't believe so. That's weird because I know Matt got his okay condition, and Quentin in France, he doesn't make videos, but it's part of the private press. He's like the private press guru of vinyl collecting, and he received his just fine, and he got a bonus 45 from Dave Bryan. It's like, why the hell did I get screwed over, I do not have black cat bones. I think I've spotted that once, but I've never picked up on it. Ice pick stuck in your eye. Hey, Lily, welcome. I wish the chat was kind of bigger. I don't know how to make it any bigger. Kind of hard to read. I have to really zoom in. Hey, welcome, Oddbox. Got kind of a cool grab here. And by the way, Lily, you also got my human beings, right? Because I've been kind of checking up on you, and I thought maybe you were going to kind of show that it arrived, but I'm assuming it did arrive, right? You won #1 prize, man. Congrats with my sub contest. Let's listen to the solo. You can hear it, right? That contest was free. Yeah. Fate has not been well to Mr. Vinyl Richie. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you got it. I mean, just kind of expected you to put it on camera, but I mean, no big deal. Do what you want. All right, we'll catch you soon, Eric. I haven't even shown the stuff I picked up today, so I guess we'll start off with the best one. Mr. Dick. I cannot believe he was the first one drawn. I feel like as soon as I did that, I should have stopped the video and just started over, but I didn't have any more bananas, so it's I didn't want to do a second take of that, I like Mr. Rich though. He's a dick, but we all love him, I know who I'm gonna imitate in my next video though. You guys may or may not watch him. I know Randy does, because he's mentioned him, but he's got some low subs. I'm not gonna say who because I want you guys to be surprised. But I'll show you what I picked up. So Went to a few different thrift stores, stuff I'd never been to before, and lots of oddball private press stuff, but I looked them up and uh, didn't go for much, and they didn't have anything about them, so I just kind of passed on them. But hey, anal fetus, welcome. So I picked this one up. This is probably the best find. The electric Firebirds. Dance Party Time. This is something I would probably frame rather than play, but if I remember right, this is kind of more of a Jerry Cole, not necessarily the Firebirds or the 31 Flavors. It's not that, but yeah, I picked up a lot of gospel, but you never know if it has a good track or not. So then I upload it on my music channel, and I actually listened to them all as I was organizing these, and there's like one good track on all of those records that I picked up, which I'll share. So, but this one, this is kind of nice background music, as I recall. It's kind of rhythm and blues sort of stuff, but one day I hope to find that 31 Flavors. That's the one I need. And there's another one too on Crown, Beowulf. Never gets talked about, and that one's really good. And I picked this one up. I didn't know what it was. Bob Cole, Welcome to the Family. It's in the shrink wrap. And I could tell, looking at the back and stuff, it's kind of a Christian thing. But you just never know. It could have a good track, but the best way I could describe this when I heard it, it's kind of like Barry Manilow if he had an orchestra and was like a Jesus freak. So as you can see, not very good, but so, at least these are all cheap. One of these, some of these do go for a little bit of cash because I looked them up on Discogs, but so I may sell a couple of these, but let's see. So then I picked this up. I couldn't find any info on this. Anchor of My Soul. It's kind of a nice cover, right? Then I look at the back. Usually when I try finding certain private stuff, I always see if they have a percussionist or electric guitar. It's sort of kind of like a band backing the artist up. And if I don't find any info on it, I might be like, okay, I'll take a chance on it. And this is the one that had one good track on it, My Song. It's got some kind of nice flangy guitar, kind of a nice tempo, but those Christian lyrics just pop through and kind of ruin it, Yeah, any obscure Christian stuff, it could have some hidden gems musically, like As It Is, which I do have. Then I found this one. I looked it up on Discogs. I think it sold for $35 or something. I was like, okay, I'll see what this is about. Little Lowell. Praise the Lord. Hey, Chris, welcome. Yeah, and Search Party, too. But this is actually a painting of the guy. Someone painted this little man on the cover. It says, Little Lowell Mason has been called the Singing Midget because of his unique height of only 46 inches. Yeah, they had all kinds of weird shit like this back in the day. And I listened to this, and there's a couple upbeat country rock tunes, which some people may dig, but not for me, of course. But so I tried it. This is the one that caught me by surprise. There was one good track on YouTube, and it just so happens to be the only good track on here. And then I found out they were from Lincoln as well. And looking at the cover, I was like, okay, this might be something. So this is Gospel and Song. Gospel Hears. Kind of a neat cover, though, right? not to do some garage maybe a little bit, and it is definitely gospel stuff. And there's only one good track on this as well. It's the one on YouTube. Yet Men Try It, I think it was called. So, still interesting. And then I think I saw Rob has this on his want list. This is Jeremiah People. Another Christian thing, and it's got some nice fuzz in some spots, but it's got these kind of funky rhythms throughout. It's a little different, but definitely one of the stronger ones from today. And then the last one, I just kind of picked this up just for the cover alone. Nothing on it. And it's a gatefold, just pure white sleeve. I don't know why I picked it up. Just basically just threw it in. Yeah, I saw it was on your want list, Rob. So, at least I tried them out, right? I feel like kind of drawing on this, make my own little album cover. See what happens. Oh yeah, it's more staggering than the white album cover. So I'd say the Electric Firebird kind of won for today, but portrait of me. Maybe I should illustrate the Bill Stone album. Say and then just be like, I got it. And then sell it on Discogs, right? Hey Rob, welcome. 1050 wanted. Oh, on your want list? So yeah, I just plan on playing a few other records tonight. I was actually planning on going to the county fair here in town because I'd never been to it before, but since this happened unexpectedly, I figured I might just stay on here. Yeah, I keep my want list pretty small. Just kind of keep what I'm really looking for at the moment. And some of them have been on there for a long time, but all kinds of reasons why they're on my want list. What's spinning would be this latest pickup. Axe. My laptop says your connection is. Hope I didn't lose you guys. Some of the finest heavy psych out there, some say. Hopefully it's working now. Am I back? Let me know if you guys can see me. Okay. Yeah, it told me it was trying to reconnect. Never had that happen before. So, I'm kind of amazed. I thought I was going to fill them all up right away, but looks like it worked. Where's my psych shirt? Just didn't feel like putting it on tonight because it's pretty warm outside, and it was kind of warm in here for a while till the air kicked on. So I'm just like, I got to keep cool right now. So got a fan blowing on me, and then I got my ceiling fan going. It was kind of warm in here. There's a cool spot in Lincoln. I forget what it's called. It's got this. It's a huge garden that you kind of go down into. Kind of around traffic area, but it's a really neat spot. I plan on going down there sometime with one of my shirts and like take a picture down there. Ask someone to take a picture for me. Also, nothing for the days between, Derek. What size shirt do you wear? Have a cool one. Well, this is a large and it's a little tight. Well, not too tight, but I'm kind of somewhere between a large and an extra large. If the large is going to shrink, if you think it's going to shrink, I'd go with extra large, but it's hard to tell. I got to kind of look at the shirt, just right in between those two. Do your records hang over in front? They do a little bit, just a little. Sunken Gardens, that's what it was. Oh, and by the way, there was a store in Lincoln called Grateful Bread. I forgot to take a picture of it. Just imagine they have like bread called Jerry Garcia bread. It looked like an awesome store. I mean, the logo did. The shirt I have is small on me, but looked good on you with skinny pants. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm slim, but I would say I'm just little chub, but not bad. Asian large. I mean, I guess I could go get a shirt and see what the best example would be. If you're serious about sending me a shirt, I'll take this off and then maybe I'll go find a shirt that is like a perfect fit on me and see if it'll work for you. So, I've got a couple records out that I've probably played in the past, but just so we don't have copyright issues. I'll play some Federal Duck, I'm thinking. Keep your shirt on. I'm talking about this one. Where did the nipples thing come from? Like, what the hell? Well, we were talking about it that one night, weren't we? Yeah. Just kidding. I'll find a shirt though. I'll be right back. I guess I'll never find myself. It's all the same. Without you by my side, I can't be this way. I sit alone, knowing I will let you. So, like this one is it's an extra large, but kind of looks like a large, so you can see how I'm kind of built. So it's just a tad large for me, just a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, I don't like them super tight, but because they all shrink, Pierced nipples. You know I only strip for the dick, you know that, right? And plus my mom's watching, so it's like, it's not appropriate, Randy. Yes, it is playing. Also, if you guys are following me on Instagram, I am sort of doing a new thing where I should almost make a new channel for it, but I'm actually making videos on my laptop of me riding my bike on this bike trail we have. And then I make it kind of look like an old film, and I put music to it. And last night I put a track from here on there, Peace in My Mind. It's awesome. Oh my. Mr. Dots and Loops, Dan has a million words to describe a psych record. Yeah, that's likely true. So yeah, I've been doing that kind of biking project. It's kind of fun. Open up a record store, that is like, no way. Sell me records? I mean, I don't even know how to get into the business, so it's more like just kind of my hobby, you know. Got a real job where I'm making good money, and I'm fine with that. Now it's just like, got to work on the girlfriend right now. Not just girlfriend, but friends around town. It's been kind of tough, so starting to kind of talk to this guy at work, but oh no, not like that. Not like that. But I'm talking to this dude at work. He seems pretty cool. He's got a kind of Jimi Hendrix kind of afro going on, and he's pretty cool. So, like I said, thought I was going to go to the fair today, but then this happened, you know, which I'm okay with. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Yeah, it'd take a little bit of fun out, because then you're running a record store, and then you have like your own personal stuff on your personal time, which would seem like not very much time to be listening to this stuff. But yeah, I've learned that, Rob. It's tougher as you get older, you know. It seemed like when I was in college, it was like the best time to make friends, and I mean, I still have them, but I haven't talked to them in a long time either. But I'm not going to be picking that up. No, the Woodstock one. I love the Airplane. I like some of the Woodstock stuff, but I'm just not into getting that. This song is the jam. Can you guys hear it okay? It's kind of a softer, more mellow thing, but let's see. Yeah, so I plan on making more of those bicycle videos. Maybe I should put one here on my vinyl page. Maybe that's how I'll get famous, you know, just do a viral song and bike video. Forgot what I was going to call it, though. Happy Trails. Call it Happy Trails, and it'll be like minute-long videos of me. Oh, you don't want to know, Bill. You don't want to know. The worst kind of music. The worst kind. Poison, AC/DC, Def Leppard. Sorry, Mitzi. Yeah, and CCR. I don't have a very large 45 collection. I think I put them over here. I just recently put them underneath my stereo. I can grab them if you want me to. Well, I guess I'd rather listen to Def Leppard than, like, I don't know. It's hard to think right now. Putting me on the spot like that, but anyways, I'm the only psych head in Nebraska, unfortunately. Feels like that. Well, the love of music from you, perhaps, but I think I just got more engaged with it. Perhaps, I don't know. Setting her VCLT. I don't even think she knows what that stands for, so I'm the only one in my family that does this sort of thing. Or even in my hometown that does this collecting. Yeah. I'm waiting for those local rarities to pop up. I've been searching all over Lincoln for Graham James and what's the other one? Bruce. I forget his name. I know the cover, but looking for it. Vinyl Community something. Yeah, so I've found some neat surprises in the past, but just nothing's really popping up at these thrift stores. And even at the record stores in Lincoln, some of these psych albums, they've just stayed there for a couple years, and it's like I always have a second chance at grabbing it. And sometimes I don't grab them because they're priced too high, but it's just funny to me how people are always asking for all these common titles, you know. Dad rock, as I like to call it. Love Train. Yeah, I need to definitely send some to Randy and Vinyl Richie, perhaps, and watch. I'll send it in a vinyl package. I'll just put a banana in there as well. And by the time he gets it, it's all ripe, you know. Sneak something in there for Mr. Vinyl Richie. Hilo Hammett's Hammer. I think I've heard of it. I have to look it up. The title sounds familiar. I don't necessarily know what that is off the top of my head, but I may have heard it or know about it. Ever do with a man bun needs his copy of Rumors? Yeah. For some reason, this laptop wants to keep going dim on me, and it's like I just fixed the settings for that, and they still goes dim on me. I wish I could pull off the man bun. The last time I got my haircut was back in late May. I can't believe it hasn't even grown over my ears yet. It's like, am I really losing my hair already, or what? Well, I've tried to do the live on my phone, but as we've found out, it's more glitchy than on my laptop. I think the laptop looks better than my phone did. But I plan on getting a new phone, hopefully at the end of this month. And once I get a new phone, hopefully the connection and everything works out better. The quality will be a little better. Need a trim. Yeah, I don't look like you anymore, Dad. You don't have the beard like you did, Bill. What are some underground psych albums you have? What do you mean by underground? Because most of these are kind of underground, I guess you could say. iPhone 10. Been more of a Samsung guy my whole life, but I guess I could check it out. Super unknown. I have a few of those, but like I'd have to kind of dig for them now. I don't necessarily know where everything's at since I kind of put them wherever, but I have an idea. One that's kind of resurfaced is that I got not too long ago, New Breed. The Many Moods of New Breed. Don't hear anybody talking about it. That'd be in my private section, which I got over there. Well, if you're looking for super unknown, that's one that came to mind right away, but this one certainly doesn't get enough discussion either. Axe. Guys want me to do like a blind poll or anything, or pull something out? Yeah, I saw you showed that, Bill. The quintet. I think Rockadelic actually got a copy on the Candy Floss label. It's pretty neat. I don't remember how he got it. It's an interesting story, though. Put it on his Instagram. I need the Growing Concern. I really need that one. That one is going to be tricky. It's probably my favorite on mainstream. Random pick? All right. So I can see where I'm kind of going in my webcam, but let's see what I got here. Sam Kapal. Escalator. And I know Rob has it on CD. This is the, I think, latest vinyl version. Morgan Bluetown. December's Children's all right. I need to get a little more familiar with it, but I know it's, let's see. I know it's a little spotty in spots, but I like it. Shark Move is great. So I'm glad they reissued this because I think there was only one other at the time, and that one was kind of expensive. So I think Dallas has an original, I think. Rolling Stones. Are you just asking like if I have any Stones in my collection? Because, see, I think I got, of course, Satanic Majesties. Feels like I just had one and I think I got rid of it. I don't remember. I think back at my parents' house I have Aftermath and the one before that, I think. It's the most you've spent on a single album? Probably about let's see. It's about 200 to 250. I can't remember. Jesus criminy, 900. I don't know if it's worth it, man. But anyways, I'll put this back up here. Was definitely the Gandalf one for me, but usually, of course, I like the Electric Prunes, man. He really paid that much for Churchill's? Crazy man. I mean, I'm about the music. I'm not about the originality all the time, but originals are nice, but that's pretty insane. Oh, yeah, December's Children. That's the one yeah, that's another album I have of theirs. Oh, I know it's worth a lot, but yeah, I'm not paying that much, man. You know, I do have a life, so I'm not going to shell it out on a single record like that, even though it's like it's like my at least top 5 all time I've ever heard, but I'm fine with my reissue. Deep Pockets, man. I see you message me, Bill. I'll get to you after the stream. That's all right. I don't know if it was in my very first video I made when I was showing my psych collection, kind of before I didn't have the knowledge I have now, but I think I showed my Churchills even that early on. So I was on the ball that early. So it's one of the very first times I ordered online too. Well, the federal duck is over. Besides this little ditty. So glad I got this. Actually got it through a trade through a guy on Instagram. I'm actually getting another semi-grail this year as well, coming in the mail because I paid the man already. I'm getting a Neighborhood Children. So I saw there was a Elevators album, Bull of the Woods, for $350 in the shrink on eBay. I don't know if you guys caught that, but $300 for the Baroques. That's a little steep. It's going that high already. Oh, you paid that much for one. I don't know, man. 300's a little steep for that. Why don't you want the third one? Third one's just as good as Easter Everywhere. I'm just curious as to why you don't want that one. It's just as good. No, not the live album. It's Bull of the Woods. Their third studio album. Low Nate. Yeah, 300's way too much for that. I think Bull. Oh, it's okay. Well, it's my second favorite Elevators album, but I don't even have any Elevators in my collection yet. But if I had a true grail, it'd be Easter Everywhere. It'd be one of them. But let's see. Surprisingly enough, I may be getting my number one grail private record. I'm not going to say what it is. Some of you guys may know what it is. I'm now Facebook friends with the guy himself, and a friend kind of hit me to saying he may have some copies left, and if so, I'm done collecting, just done. So if that falls through, I'm gonna ship bricks. It's gonna be crazy. A lucky guy. Is that the Third Power members album? I forget his name. Jem. Yeah, I got this through a trade. It's one of the best trades ever, man. I think I traded him Bull Angus and my 3D cover of Satanic Majesties and another one, I forget. Well, at least I'm still young. I can get them when I'm, Randy's age, and they'll be like super cheap. Tangerine Dream. Are we talking about Kaleidoscope Tangerine Dream? Or Tangerine Dream, the Berlin School band? Yeah, that's like my number one pop psych album ever. Even if the psych is subtle, it's not throwing all these effects at you, but their songwriting and musicianship is like kind of crafted perfectly in the British wave of pop psych, man. Just wait till someone like Rockadelic or Rich Hopped or some big people like that pass away. It's gonna be crazy collection coming out of him. Not that I wish that on him, but it's gonna be crazy. People with some of these high dollar privates and stuff. They probably have like notes jotted down inside the sleeve, telling them what to list it for, maybe. I don't know. Where would you be without Discogs, Rob? Well, kind of basically came on here to show what I was going to show you guys. I put my books on the bottom too. Don't have too many. Want me to show you books I got? Of course, the first one that pops up, because I use it sometimes, looking up stuff. Of course, I shared this a while back. I don't know if I've ever shown these, but they're nice Beatles books. Kind of different overviews of different songs they have. Nice reads, if you ever want to know about a particular Beatles track. Yeah, I like the George Edwards record. Definitely pretty cool. I just don't listen to it as much as I want to, you know. Get that glare out of there behind me. It's the complete Beatles Chronicle, too. Basically goes over like every day of their lives throughout that 60s decade. I did see like a record price guide book, but it looked like super old. It's kind of nice to compare what they were as far as prices, but I didn't pick it up. Looked up a couple, psych titles that should be in there, but didn't find them, so I just passed on it today. I don't remember where I got this. I bought it when it came out. About the Doors, music icons. I think it talks about all their albums. Their legacy. Yeah, I don't have anything for books. Last one. The next book I really want is Feel the Music by Paul Major. Definitely want that one. Talks about a lot of private records and kind of his take on it. He discovered all this stuff before the internet. It's incredible. Paul Major and other big cats like that. Rich Hop, Rockdelic. Oh, you still need to grab it, Eric? Yeah, it's a cool book. Definitely some titles in here I would replace, though. Stuff like Sgt. Pepper and Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. I don't think that fits in here, but that's just me. I can't believe Iron Butterfly is not even covered in this. Like, their album was like the highest selling album of its time. 68, I think. Yeah, I'm never picking up Bob Dylan for the life of me. Yeah, they're helpful books. I mean, for beginners, kind of a nice read, for sure. Yeah, there's no Iron Butterfly in this. Can you freaking believe it? If it were me, I'd put Heavy in here, but going down the classic route, In a God Vita was kind of like just exploded at the time, so yeah, I'm surprised they ain't in there. I'm just glad Churchill's and Kaleidoscope's in there. If they weren't in there, I'd freak out. I have an album named after you, Eric. Let me go find it. You guys know this album? A band called Eric. It's not one of the best privates out there, but it's kind of a biracial band, which you didn't really see at the time, even being high school kids, but this is a Soft Estate reissue. Nice package. The best track on here for me is Waiting. A nice moody psych piece going on. And Morning Lighthouse is a nice fuzz jam on here. You guys have artists named after you? I know there's Derek with Cinnamon from the 60s. Can't hear shit. I'm trying to think of that one band. I don't remember who it is. It's a garage band. I think they did like a 10-minute cut of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. It's like a garage version. Man, it was so good. I first heard it on psychedelicized radio. You guys listen to that ever? I used to listen to it all the time, but in recent years I kind of on and off. But that's a great station, psychedelicized radio. I forget the band though, but man, it was a killer version of that track. Yeah, I have the group Snow. I think it's in this top shelf here somewhere. But yeah. Psychedelicized is great. I'd really love to spin this, but I think now that Now Again has the copyright to it, it's probably taking a risk on it. But you guys need to check this album out. I've always talked about it in different live streams and such, but Tom Neal's is amazing. You want to know about a rare album that should be known? This is amazing. The kid was like in high school yet, and he just arranged all this. All these different people at the time in the small studio. Crazy. Yeah, I knew about that. Slayer covered that song. Kind of weird. This is the 2 LP set. It's kind of hard to get unless you're like one of those subscribers, but if you want to pay up for it on Discogs, has a nice booklet. Rich Hop does some of these liner notes. Rockadelic. And this kid was in high school. Look at that freaking beard, man. Crazy. I mean, I can't even grow a beard that big. Yeah, I love my shelves. Love it. I don't know if you guys heard me earlier, but in Lincoln, I stopped by I wish I took a picture of it, but it's a place called Grateful Bread. And it had like the Grateful Dead logo, you know. It was awesome. Didn't Slayer cover another odd song? Like another 60s track? Didn't they cover like Born to Be Wild or something? Some other big hit from the 60s, I thought. I don't know why, this just seems like a cool album to hang up on your wall, you know, with the whole records and hot chick on there. Butterfly, Rob. Butterfly is their best album. Yes. The UK Butterfly. It's my favorite Hollies album. It's got some sitar. It's got some backward loops going on. Talking about getting high. Butterfly is the best album. Yeah, not too much fuzz in there, but because I know you like the heavy stuff, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 cuts that are kind of some of their average pop stuff, but for the most part, it's got good production and strong tracks. Definitely underrated. Actually, I had that album, so I don't know where it's at the moment. I can look for it. Let's slip this other one on. Guys like some Puff? Well, I don't know. I don't really feel like digging for it, but I could. I have a feeling it's over here. Holly's one. It's kind of different when you're looking at spines, but it's kind of a thicker package. See them all quite easily, but you can't buy yourself when you see the way when you were so young. Red thoughts around, red thoughts around. Of course, knowing me, sorry to disappoint, but it's the reissue. But this one has the mono and stereo versions. And some tracks sound better in mono, some sound great in stereo. On the Parlophone. Yeah, getting the UK copy, that'd be great. And, a lot of people say the mono's better. Just whatever your preference is, I love both. But, yeah, both are great. Because the stereo is kind of more wide and on some tracks, and depending on how many effects it has in the song, works better. I feel, anyway. Just gives you kind of the spatial sound. But yeah, Butterflies, I'd say their best album. It's kind of a shame it never got a Butterfly release in the U.S. It was under the title of the single or whatever, Dear Eloise. And I think there's only like 2 or 3 tracks not on the U.S. version. So it's their best one, I think. You guys ever want to know about a good neo-psych band? This band's awesome. Sound Carriers. I need to pick up their other album. I think it's their second, maybe. Mystify. I don't remember if that's the title or not, but this is probably their best. But kind of reminds me of Can in some of the tracks, the instrumentation. But this one feels like they got the vintage 60s, early 70s vibe down right. The UK group. It's fantastic. The last 2 tracks are my favorite. Definitely sounds like Vitamin C. The last track does. This is Normal, the track. Oops. Lose the Feel, and This is Normal. tracks to check out there. Oh man, I haven't even caught up with these comments. Yeah, it was released as Dear Eloise in the U.S. Oh, you're talking Oddbox. Okay. I got you. I don't know if you've heard this, Rob, but it's probably right up your alley. Mariani. If you love that hard psychedelic rock, this is the shit. 16-year-old, what's his name? Eric Johnson, who later became Cliffs of Dover fella. It's amazing. You listen to any new stuff with the psych sound? Some stuff, yeah. Kind of picky though when it comes to new bands. Like there's this new band, Electric Looking Glass. They kind of have the look down, and I kind of know the guys from Instagram and stuff because they made that album Pansies I showed not too long ago. Well, probably back in 2017. Yes, Mariani. I would think you would like this, Rob. This is heavy shit for its time. It was released as a demo originally, and Eric Johnson's like 16-year-old. And he's the lead guitarist of like this trio. It's amazing. But anyways, as far as new bands go, you know, there's a few I have, but one I would like to have is Green Seagull. Man, they got the 60s sound down. It's a UK group as well. They got the look, they got the sound right, but vinyl copies are kind of hard to find. They got some on green, I think in red vinyl as well. Electric Looking Glass was the band. I think they're releasing an album and a single, but I don't know, man. It's kind of doesn't work for me. Even though they're really trying to get that sound down, it's just not. It just feels too digitally processed for me, and I don't know. I mean, it's hard to get that analog sound, but I know they use like old tape machines and stuff to record these, but it just didn't do anything for me. So, oh yeah, the '88 cover art with the wine bottle, or is it wine? I don't remember. It's a cool cover. I got the Karma reissue, but so yeah, there's Green Seagull. I would check out The Smoking Trees. I have one of their albums. Let me go find it. I think it's in this section. I think he's released one other after this, but this is the one I got, The Archer and the Bull. Show the title here if you want to write it down. This is pretty cool. Nice harmonies, lots of delay effects, echoes going on. Yeah, White Fence as well. I want to pick up on that White Fence album. Smoking Trees are great. Yeah. I probably could play this. I don't know. It's on Burger Records. Yeah, that's the title of it, Rob. I think it's great. And the stuff before this, too, is good. Yeah, there's so many bands that claim themselves as psych, but usually when you listen to it, it's like more of a stoner rock, which kind of pisses me off. But there's a few good ones out there for sure, and a lot of them you've never heard of. You got to look them up, like the Smoking Trees. I had to find that out through a friend. Oh, and another big one to check out. I'll show this one. So I kind of promoted this guy as he was making this album. Constantine, Day of Light. Check this bad boy out. This is good. My name's actually in the liner notes because I helped out, promoted a little bit. And this has actually become kind of pricey. The original copy is. Yeah, the Creation Factory too. As far as King Gizzard goes, not a fan. Sorry to say, but no. If you guys know the Chicago cats that are into psych, this is one of their friends, Constantine. Try to show my name in here. It's in the thank you credits. You see Derek Fisher anywhere? I think it's towards the bottom. So yeah, this one gets the modern sound, or not modern, gets the vintage sound right. This is good. It's kind of more of a psych folk, kind of progressive at times, but it stays really true to its writing of its vintage, and kind of sounds like an album you would hear on like Vertigo back in the day. And just the album cover too. And so one of the guys that drew the album art and worked with this guy was a Chicago musician. I forget his name, but he was with the band Owl. It's like I don't remember if they released it back in the day. I don't think they did. Let's see if his name's in here. Yeah. Stephen Titra and Al Keeler of Owl of Wondrous Legends made some recordings back in the 60s, and they helped out on this project. So, have you heard this, Randy? This is fantastic. Oh, you hadn't heard this one? Yeah, it's more of a psych folk, kind of singer-songwriter, you could say, but there's a track called The Trip, and the lyrics in this are so acid-dipped, man. They're so good. He sent me a photo of him. He signed it, gave me a thank you letter, and my name's in the credits of a album. It's crazy. Pretty cool. And I got a 45 single with it, too. I mean, just looking at the titles alone kind of might convince you. I mean, it's a little modern sounding, but it has to be. Homer, I do not have that one. Yeah, I think it is Zipping Up His Fly. Or no, it's he's like adjusting his sleeve on his shirt. Maybe he's putting at golf or something. I don't know. No, that's one to check out, though. Seriously. That one and Smoking Trees. Like I said, I'm kind of picky about neo-psych as well, so just got to have that right vibe. The Creation Factory, White Fence, who worked with Ty Segall. I need to pick up on that one White Fence album. I forget the name. I know if Tyler's still watching, he knows which one. I'm trying to think where I got this from. It doesn't really matter. And then I always considered this kind of in my top 5 of all time, but it's an important one to me. Yeah, see you later, Sean. Panda Bear. You guys might know this album. It's kind of rated pretty highly. I love this album. It's like Beach Boys' Pet Sounds times 10 in a reverb machine. It's awesome. The Mutual Understanding in Wonderland. Doesn't sound familiar. Is that a modern album? Or I'm guessing it's not. But it has a sealed copy of it. The Mutual Understanding. Maybe I'll look it up right now and see if it looks familiar to me. I've never seen that before, but I'm intrigued. I want to check it out though. I'm guessing the cover art kind of grabbed your attention, I'm guessing, but it looks kind of cool. It's always those cover arts that trick you, don't it? Just like the Sacred Mushroom. But yeah, Panda Bear, he was with the Animal Collective. Might sound familiar. I picked this up in Dallas when I was visiting down there. Bros is the one to check out. It's like a 12-minute reverb bath. It's the way I describe it. It's like you're swimming in this bath with all these animals and people. Even though that kind of came off wrong, but yeah, the unusual stuff. I certainly have that stuff that might throw some people off, like this one. Oh my God, he's got slow dive. I was expecting, seeing CA Quintet. I love slow dive, man. I said reverb bath, like reverb. But reverb bath, that sounds gross. It really does. Hopney Cosmic Rockout. I think I've heard of Hopney. Yeah. I don't know. You probably know it, Rob, but it's been on my want list for a while. It's id. Where Are We Going? It's a private record. It's cosmic space rock. Oh my God. Freaking awesome stuff. It's kind of around the $60 range, but I don't know why I've just been kind of slacking on getting it, but that is one I want. Id, Where Are We Going? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, 70. I thought it was 76, but it's probably 77. Yeah. That was Puff. Yeah, these two albums I've been playing, Federal Duck and this one, it's almost like my favorite type of psych. It's kind of mellow, it's kind of soft at times, little spurts of fuzz guitar, but it's got this just dreamy aspect that I love about them. These kind of one album bands. Another one I would put in this field is Passing Clouds, Hawks and Doves. It's one to check out. Yeah, I don't know if it's a volcano. It looks like I can't even think of the word. Atomic bomb is what it looks like. It's one of those generic covers, but man, it fits that band perfectly. Ooh, want to sell me that one odd box? I would gladly pay you for that, man. Or trade. Aw, man. That's all right. I will get it down the road. Rejected. That's all right. At least you were honest about it. Another big one on my want list that I'm really wanting to get is an ambient album. And that is The Pearl, Harold Budd and Brian Eno. Got some ambient stuff on the bottom shelf. I didn't really want to mix it in with the other stuff, but yeah, The Pearl is like one of my all-time favorite ambient records. I didn't know you had a copy of that. That id. Then I guess there's a recent anniversary of this, and they reissued it with like different takes and stuff, I think. The guy I bought Neighborhood Children from, which I'm getting in the mail now, is selling his copy of Morgan for $250, I think. He offered it to me first, but I am perfectly fine with my reissue. I don't love it enough, I guess. Love it enough to pay up for it, but yeah, lighting's not too bad. Like I said, I kind of want to maybe perhaps shoot my videos like this in this position, or maybe in the corner. I don't know. It's hard to get good lighting in here sometimes because that's really the only windows I have behind me or in front of me. Pulse. Standing up in the trees. How do I know if you're real? I'm with you. Trying to figure out where I could put these. I got these in the mail one time, and I guess I could put it on my shelves now, huh? Yeah, there's unfortunately only a few 45s I really cherish, you know. Sometimes the 45s are hard to come by. Yeah, I actually spotted a really cool vintage 45 box, and I passed on it at the time, and next time I went there I didn't see it anymore, and I was like, damn it, you know. Had like the squares kind of like in 3D form. Looked really nice, and I should have got it, but it's like $10, I think. But yeah, at least I got some of my favorites that are 45 only, sidewalk skipper band. For the psych print, yeah, it's got had like 3D squares on it. Saw a copy of this on eBay like a couple days ago for $10. It's pretty cheap for a nice single. It was listed G plus, but there's a clip you could hear and it sounded okay to me. All right, I thought you left a long time ago, but all right, now I can show my nipples, right? I can strip on camera. No, just kidding. Now we can all talk dirty. Should have waited a while till I said something, but that's how it goes. Yeah, these two are definitely some that I am really glad of owning. The White Lightning. I won't strip, don't worry. I only strip when Mr. Vinyl Richie's here. I don't think he's ever been on any of my live streams. Unless he's just like secretly, anonymous or whatever. Not wanting to speak out, but... And then Peach Fuzz Forest, man. Crystal Garden. Oh my. Well, I would think he'd be the only one that changes the diapers, but okay. Thanks for ruining the live stream. I thought you were going to leave now. I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you from commenting. Well, it's your fault. You did it, even though we had a great time today, but you're just really pushing it. And the raves, Mother Nature. Yeah, got quite the crowd tonight. 20 people. It's probably because it's one of my better nights. I'm in a better mood, and I don't know. The nipples, Derek. But yeah, I'm in a good mood, and actually don't have a headache for once. It seems like every time I get on, it's like I got this huge ass headache, or something else is going on. But everything is just like, I got this all set up, and I'm happy. So. Well, if I had 0 subs, at least I have my mother watching, right? I know I've kind of been on for a while. Like I said, feeling pretty good, so might go for 2.5 hours. We'll see. See how long we last. Can't last as long as Randy. Didn't he last like 6 hours one time recently? I swore he did. I can't catch every live stream, but I always see he's on sometimes. Like last night, I was doing some stuff on my laptop and just kind of chimed in every once in a while, but God, you guys are crazy. Yeah, I guess when you hit about 65, you start to have no life, Just not doing around, that's why you got all these records, You're just chilling back in your room, and I know you're not 65, Randy. I always give people shit about their age. You'll find that out. Drunk Randy. We should see if I can get drunk on camera. Probably not tonight, because I have to go run down to the mini mart and get some stuff, right? Watch, I just leave the stream on as I go out and get some booze. Oh, you're definitely the youngest one here, Tyler. Definitely. But, at least you get your knowledge from me, right? So. You is a dick, huh? I guess I feel my age. Well, I always say I don't act my age. I don't think I do. I'll be 26 in December, so that's pretty freaking crazy just to think about that. But I don't have what normal 25-year-olds are doing now, which is probably like working in a business office, suit and tie kind of jobs, and I don't know. My humor is just kind of laid back. As far as me as a person, I'm just laid back as hell, and I don't have kids to worry about. Single life is pretty good, but there comes a time in a man's life where he's got to go out and plenty of fish out there. He's got to catch the right one. I told Hannah, date Hannah. It's funny because I messaged her and said, because I knew about the breakup and stuff. She said, finding the right one is kind of like finding my VCLT, because it's lost, it's gone. So it'll take a while. She's a few miles away, and I think she's like 10 years older than me. Well, almost. It ain't gonna work out. I think I want to find someone that's my ideal date. It's gotta be shorter than me. She's gotta be like 5'5" or 5'6" maybe. Still my records. Our records will just kind of combine together. Well, they ain't touching my new shelves now, so. But we'll hook her up with another shelf. Let's see. She's actually from Lincoln. Hannah's actually about an hour away from me, so I'll probably meet up with her at the record show, and if she's going, but if I'm going, hopefully I am. 2 vinyl addicts would be a mess. Yeah. It's getting kind of awkward. I don't even feel like comfortable talking about this because I don't feel that way for her. It's like so awkward. She's like, mid to early 30s, and I'm like, I still feel like this young kid, She could be the school teacher. I can be the student in school. One of those situations. I've said enough. The graduate, yeah. No, it's all in fun. Probably like watching the stream, watch women at where I work though. So, my connection's unstable, and now it's not apparently. No, but like I said, yeah, lots of women at my workplace. I don't watch any other VC girl members except Hannah, so I'm okay with that. For all you know, I might be gay. No, I'm kidding. And if I am, so what, I don't have anything against gay people. I mean, there was a guy that I went to college with who was gay, and I thought he was hitting on me at one point. It was so awkward. My record's skipping. That ain't good. Yeah, that rarely happens on my turntable. Turntable can almost handle anything, and it skipped on one of my favorites, Puff, on my favorite song. Oh, Kavanaugh thing. Lisa talking about you. Guided by Voices. I don't know if I heard of that. I may have. I'm just thinking my era right now. I don't know what that is. Sometimes when I hear like certain titles and stuff, it's usually I have to see the cover art and then I understand what it is. But yeah, if I get a chick in this room, start doing videos with this whole setup, I'll hit like 2,000 subs by next month probably. But I'm working on it. There's a chick I'm looking at my workplace, so it's just they're hard to find in my place, especially. I mean, they're all into like hunky countrymen, firefighters with huge pecs and sucks. Here I am, but I've only had like, let's see, maybe a couple steady relationships in my lifetime. Bang her, give her a record, and boot her out the door. Well, one and done, huh? Hey, we'll see you, Oddbox. Thanks for stopping by, man. Words of wisdom. Yeah. You got a little Vinyl Richie in you, Randy. Just a little bit. A little bit of dickery going on. No, but there's a chick I'm looking at work, and well, not looking at, but I've only had two steady ones, and it was usually the girl liked me first, but then it's like I kind of liked them after a while, and then it's like they just dropped me. It's like they used me. Women use people like men do too. It's not just us. So, is she a resident at your work? Maybe so. No, but I can't tell how old she is. She might be a couple years younger than I, which is fine. I like them when they're at least younger than me and shorter than me. So then the man kind of feels more controlling, or it feels like the man's in charge. I think a lot of women like men that have a lot of confidence, which, I have a lot of confidence and I have like a huge desire to collect what I do here, Well, I don't necessarily work with her, but works at the same facility. So we talked a little bit, but nothing's fallen through. I haven't seen her since the fair started, and I was going to ask her because I think she plays piano and she plays violin. So a little musical love interest there, right? Women like gay guys until they hit on them. 4'10" to 6 foot. Wow. Well, I mean, it's a bonus if she likes the records. It's a bonus if she's good looking too, but they're hard to find. Like I said, they're into good looking like firefighters and country boys that like to go mudding. You gotta remember, I live in Nebraska, a racist redneck state, and I'm in the western part. I'm not in Omaha, so, well, I mean, I'm closer to Omaha. I'm close to Lincoln, so you still get a lot of people that are all about that country life, that country living stuff, and they like these guys that chew tobacco and go four-wheeling. I'm not about any of that, man. It sucks. I grew up in the wrong place, the wrong time. I really did. And I've tried to get out of it, but it just feels like I'm stuck here, just as far as my financial state goes and all that. And, I do like the fact I'm close to my parents, so I still like to see them, even though I live like 2 hours away now. It was back when I was recording at my place, my old apartment. My old videos, I used to say, just down the block. So that was always nice, but just got to kind of expand. And I thought this was a good start. So I just haven't made a personal connection yet, which kind of sucks. But, as I've said, I'm sharing part of this house with the guys. So might look a little suspicious to some people, but no, I share the house with them, and so kind of get to know him, but he's kind of one of those hard to get away from. I'll just say that. A nice guy, but sometimes you have people that just kind of rattle a little too much, but better be quiet. No, but there's a few good looking ones that are around my age at my job, so let's play that Electric Firebirds. I think he's actually outside mowing right now, and it's kind of strange because it's dark out. Not a good time to mow, man. I don't know if he's high on shit or what. It's kind of strange. I mean, maybe some of you guys have kids, but even at my age, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time around little kids. Even like after high school very much. I just never, because I'm the only child in my family, so I never have to spend time around like little kids very often. So whenever I'm around them, they kind of freak me out. They have so much energy, and it's like, I don't know if I want one of those. It takes a lot of, they're a handful. You guys ever hear about stories how, because this just happened in a town not too far away from me, but you always hear about people leaving their kids in their hot vehicles and then they die? What the fuck is going on with this world, man? That's crazy. I mean, people will remember their phone more than their child. That's messed up. I just had to say it. I mean, I know it's kind of a sad subject to bring up during this time, but it sucks, man. Yeah, I really changed the mood there, didn't I? I check my phone real quick here. I post a lot of shit today online, so always gotta like play catch up in case I miss something. But no, as far as having kids, I mean, I wouldn't mind trying the parenting thing, but I took parenting in high school, and I didn't have to take the baby home like a lot of people in school did, but so glad I didn't do that. You just hear it like waking up in the middle of the night and just take its dull head off, bring it back to school. Just found them like this, I think Rob's got one. OG July. I don't think he's selling it though, but I can't think of anyone else selling that at the moment. So, Jay, I mean, I think I asked you on the last live stream, but you didn't send my package yet. I mean, I'm not going to block you for life if you didn't, but I think, didn't you say you were going to send it, or am I just imagining that? Can't wait to get my neighborhood children, though. Should be on its way. I didn't tell you what I picked up in the mail, though. Or one on eBay, one Discogs, post-rock album. I actually picked up Godspeed You Black Emperor. Now, before you start throwing hate at me, I don't know. Some people have a problem with that album, but Lift Your Skinny Fists. I grew up listening to that in high school, and I thought, the more I listened to it, I was like, wow, this is a great album. It's not for everybody, but it's kind of like a soundtrack of the mind. You listen to it and you have the soundtrack in your head, kind of like it was a. Holy crap! You gave that Moving Sidewalks OG to Zeke. Wow. Oh yeah, because I did see Zeke had that. Dude. That is one item that should have gave to me. No, I'm kidding. What else was I gonna say? So the ones I picked up, Godspeed You Black Emperor, and then I picked up the Fugs album, Tenderness Junction. You guys like that album or not? I love it. It's kind of like they got serious about the music, the musicianship, but their songwriting is still kind of silly. It's very profane and sexually valid in their music, but I love that Fugs album, Tenderness Junction, especially that opening track where they kind of poke fun at Timothy Leary with the turn on, tune in, drop out. But musically, it's awesome. Love it. So yeah, I kind of like this. It's not really something I'd listen to all the time, but it's nice background music. I do have the Firebirds as well. Just need that 31 flavors. Full moon tonight. Wonder if I can see it out my window. I don't think so. I wonder if I turn this lamp on, it'll help maybe. Not much. Oh, sit on this chair too long. You know what I really need? I need a desk chair I can roll around in. Isn't that what Randy has? I think he does. God, we're always talking about stripping down. What is going on? Why ain't Rich in the house? I'll only strip if Vinyl Rich comes on. I'll strip for everybody. How's that? Even though no one wants to see it, I'm sure Rich wants to. No, we don't need to see that. We don't need to see it. I don't have a summer tan. I do not. Yeah, the guy I'm sharing with, he's mowing at this hour. It's freaking almost 9 o'clock, and it's it's how do you tell where you're mowing, man? It must be that full moon, and just enough light. But yeah, I actually skipped supper this evening. So I kind of had a big meal in Lincoln. ate at this place called Laszlo's, I think it was. I had like chicken fried chicken instead of chicken fried steak. It had more chicken in it than steak particles, but had that with mashed potatoes. My God, mashed potatoes were the best. Um, it's like the best I ever had. Had, of course, the potato skins in it, and I had it with French fries. Even though it's not ideal to have mashed potatoes with the French fries, but I liked it. Yeah, I can't go too long without drinking something. I love having drinks with me, but I'm kind of a weird guy. I like to have foods at certain hours of the day. Like if I don't eat something between 11 or about 12 o'clock, I lose my mind a little bit. Well, I hope I make people laugh. I'm not that funny of a guy, but I wish I was funny, but I'm really not. I I reference a lot of shows, and of course Tyler knows that. Funny looking, yeah. Dude, I gotta show you this. So Tyler's the one that showed me. This guy looks exactly like me. If I was 40 years old, I'll show you. It's so creepy. Gotta show you. There's a couple different photos which are spot on. Let's see. So this one, see if I can recreate this face. It's me without glasses though. Check this out. That guy look like me? That is so eerily creepy. How close that is. Let's get the two together. um, there's this other one too. Totally looks like me when I'm like 45. Grateful Dad. Kind of hard to show in there, but that is so me, man. I'm going to save this photo like when I'm 40 just to prove to people that is me. Oh, the first one does too. They both do. So I showed my mom that, and she's kind of freaked out about it too. Yeah, the beard. I don't know if I can get it that big. I've tried. You know, you guys probably saw my videos I made couple videos back, maybe when it was kind of full grown. It doesn't grow out much farther than that. Oh, I know I won't. Dad. Can I still call you Dad? Is that okay? I don't know why. I think I started calling you that just because I was in a silly mood, and you know, we kind of resembled at the time. You know, we got the glasses and the beard thing going on. But I do kind of look more like my dad, though. Um, um, I don't know if I have a photo of my dad when he was younger. I used to on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably way back here. And he had long hair. I mean, I could never grow my hair that long. I do not have white noise. I know Tyler does. It's time to flip the record. Well, I'll find that photo though. Oh. He's got hair that long. I can't even see that, Eric. That'd be crazy. Let me find it. I found it. So there's my dad back in 77. Focus, come on. Hopefully you can see that. Kind of resemble me, or a little bit. So that was my dad back in 77. That's when he graduated. My dad's looking pretty old now. Well, I don't think I'm adopted. I got a biological father somewhere. Walker Brothers. Sky Saxon. I don't see it there. Maybe the hairstyle, but Mitzi and the Mailman. Oh boy. Oh, bad memories. You're bringing that up. I'm kidding. I'll slip my package in your parcel door. Yeah, it'll work. Oh, yeah, my butt hurts really bad when I do these live streams, but it kind of feels better than when I sit on that recliner, though. 20 years. Wow. Yeah, those hair nets. Well, if your hair was that long, huh? Seriously, this long? Yeah, that's got to be quite a bundle in that hairnet, though, right? It's funny at work. This guy was bouncing on this lady, at work, on her lap, and she's like, "Man, you got a bony ass." He's like, "That's not my ass." I thought that was so funny. Never heard that before. Yeah. And then shake it more than once, you're playing with yourself. Shake it more than twice, it's an art show. I'm glad I don't say these things on my videos I post. This is the raw, unedited PsycheDerek. Need some stuff on your walls. No kidding. I've been looking at thrift stores when I look for records as well, and yeah, I keep it pretty plain for the most part, but I just never know what to put up. I got that poster, that movie poster, but that ain't gonna fit on the wall, but just kind of leave it on display. I didn't know what to do with it, but I'll get some stuff for sure. Whether it be anything psych related, probably not, but just decorative, make it look a little neat. There are some record frames at the different shops. I can just put some stuff up on the wall. I'd probably hang this one up. I don't know. I definitely need to get on that, though. Splatter the wall with blood. Well, you guys heard my story earlier. I don't know if Tyler heard it, but some of you guys that came early on, how I got these shelves today. So I went to a garage sale. I got them for $20. I got 3 of them. And there's a little stool. I have 2 stools holding my laptop up. And I got all that for $20. And when I came back, I was kind of dusting one of them off because it was on the ground before I brought it in, and there was a wasp. I saw it coming towards me too. And God, I was like trying to sweep it away, and then of course it lands right on me, and a wasp just like stings the hell out of me, and it hurt, man. So at least I washed it under cold water and took that venom out and stuff. So that sucked. I think I've only been stung one other time when I was 8 at the pool, and I still had the stinger in my cheek. It stung right here. I remember crying on my way home. It just hurt so bad. Have any dust? I do. The Marquis Ramon dust. I don't remember where that's at right now. I think Rob said he wanted to hear heavy stuff. Is that what he said? Somewhere. I saw something about heavy stuff, but what could I play that's non-copyright? Sudden Death. I could probably get away with that one. I'll have to find it. I'm not sure where that one's at. Since I've kind of just shoved all these in together, I just kind of lost track of where some stuff's at. And plus, that one's a Rockadelic release, and I probably have a hard time finding the spine on that one. Well, I'll find something. Well, there's the New Breed, which I've talked about. I can get away with that one. Let's see. Take me a moment here. Yeah. The only thing about this is that some of the spines you can't read. All of them look pretty nice, though. Just some of those reissues that have no spine, hard to read. Oh, if I find that one, it's kind of heavy and it's kind of overlooked and it's cheap. English Gypsy, you guys know that album? I wonder if I can get away with playing this. Mariani, think so? I think I can. Sometimes I always know what I can play and what I can't play. Because I know Sundays didn't do this, but it's like a Karma, and they were only like the only reissued people, and then there's other reissue companies back in like the 80s that did it, so we should be fine with this. This thing smokes. So like I said earlier, if you guys missed it, you guys know Eric Johnson, the guitar rock icon that did Cliffs of Dover. 16 years old, rocking out on this monster. Play it a little bit. Just how many have fallen under? Crushed beneath the false perception. While looking in the wrong kid was 16 when he made this shit. 1970. It sounds like ahead of its time. His scaling abilities out of this world. So Nate, the grail I was mentioning that I was getting, I think it's in my private stack. Let me look real quick. So this is one of them that I finally got. I made a video on it. James McCarthy. Yeah, I need to pick up Acid Nightmares, Tyler. Novak's Capel. Hypodermic Needle. Is the shit, man. Such a cool ass track. That one and Black Lightning Light. Do you think this is a bootleg, Randy? You might be right. You might be the expert on it. I mean, this band sounds like they're 30 years old, just rocking out, you know? It's kind of like pre-stoner rock. The way they're playing. Searching for a New Dimension. I love the next track, Rebirth Day. Whistler's Mother, Dark Dawn. Yeah. And this is crazy good. Kind of amazed about the production of it. It sounds great. Because I know it was released as a demo, I think. Not too many copies were pressed of that demo. It's too bad they didn't get a record deal to be more talked about. Crazy good. See, this is one of the grails, but I guess you could consider Neighborhood Children as a semi-grail as well. It's an essential. To me, sounds like a biker gang leader shouting out those vocals. Like he smoked some cigarettes before the session started. Whew. That was a hot jam. Baby, baby, I want some blues. Another smoker, George Brigman. I'm sure I show this in other live streams too. I think Tyler's a fan of this one. I got this in Omaha. Clear vinyl. Yeah, I like listening to music, headphones or open space. Both great things to switch in between. I listen to a lot of music on my bike rides. So, yeah, bike rides and listening to music's my new thing. I mean, I've always wanted to do it, but what am I sending you, Bill? Well, I'll find something for you. Probably could use more psych titles, or what are you kind of looking for? I guess I don't have a real sense of what you all like. I know you're kind of like a classic rock dude, but you like a lot of Detroit sounds. Um, I'll get a package together. Definitely. I mean, yeah. Never mind. Had something in mind, but no. Yeah, it's my favorite track on the album. Something simple. Oh, Nickelback, man. It might cost me more for the Nickelback album rather than send them that, you know. Postage would probably be like $4 maybe, media mail. What would a new Nickelback album be worth? I mean, probably $25, right? Screw that. Find that in the deep discount bin 20 years down the road. It's probably already there. Watch, I'll just send you a whole record package full of nickels, man. I hate change. I really do. I don't have pink fairies, no. I don't know if I'll get it down the road. I mean, I like the album, but it's not like something I'd listen to a lot, I don't think. I think the one I would get that's related, I mean, I would like to have the next Deviants 3 album and Twink, Think Pink, but of course I'm not paying up for those stupid originals, but yeah, Twink likes to follow and unfollow people, doesn't he? Yeah, there's one Lincoln store that does overprice some stuff, but good thing I'm always into trade. Always got things to trade in, which kind of sheds off some couple $10 bills. And I mean, he's got a couple titles there I want, but they're just too high priced. Like the Heads Up should be more than like $20, and this is listed like for $35. It's a nice copy of it, but I want to pay like $15. All right, we'll catch you later, Bill. Might still be on. Looks like it is 2.5 hours, but I'm having a good time yet. I will see you later, Bill. Yeah, I kind of like that Heads Up album. It's kind of a mediocre album in reality. In reality, it is. It's not like, it's not fantastic. It's definitely like third tier Vanilla Fudge if they were a garage band. But I like it. Yeah, I like the unpolishedness of it. Yeah, the Sound is Blue is quite the man, isn't he? If you want to follow someone, Rob, check out Record Monger. Got the best collection on Instagram. Check him out. I'll type it in the comments if you guys want to check him out. I think that's his name. I'll have to look it up. He's got the craziest stuff. He doesn't post much, that's his name. He's got a collection of super rare titles, and some are in the shrink yet. You'll love it. It's the best collection I've seen on Instagram. And I don't know who the guy is, man. Yeah, record monger. Just swipe through the stuff, see what he's got. It's crazy. I'm on it right now. He's got some of the first stuff he posted, like got an original Anonymous Inside the Shadow. I think he's got a Relatively Clean Waters. He's got Doc Holliday, Lady Free. He's got a power plant in the shrink. He's got the headstone. He's actually got Heaven, which I have. It's a Lincoln album. It's kind of crazy how he got that, but Jade Stone and Love. That's still one I'd like to get down the road. It's a crazy story behind that. You guys know Jade Stone and Love? He's got an original Marcus in the shrink. He's got a Morgan, Tom Neals. There's a New Dawn in the shrink. That's crazy. That's wild. So whoever this fella is, I mean, some of the stuff I've kind of checked out myself, and yeah, Relatively Clean Rivers is still in the shrink as well. Rick Sosto, that Elvis impersonator, made a psych album. Heaven is Blue. Hard to get on camera. Crazy collection, man. Stone Harbor. Ancient Greece, yeah. Semi-fan of it. I'm kind of on the fence on that one. I like it, but yeah, you gotta swipe on his posts. He's got original Bob Trimble, which Tyler is a fan of. Troika, yeah. Ooh. Mariani is the real deal. I think the cleanest Easter everywhere I saw wasn't him. I'm trying to remember who it was. I think it was his name Bobby Terrence on Instagram. He got a crazy collection too. He's got a mono promo copy of Time In, Time Out for Them. Yeah, thanks, Jay. I think this is one of my best shows, man. I'm in a good mood. Things are going right. Kind of had a good crowd earlier. It's going good. I actually got stuff to talk about. Usually when I come on camera, I just have nothing to talk about. Let me find him real quick. Bobby Terrence? Yeah. Doesn't post a lot anymore, but he's got the Relatively Clean Rivers. He's got Tractor. You guys know that album, Tractor? One of his crazier ones, though. I thought he had a really crisp Easter Everywhere. I thought it was him. Yeah, take a look at his. You kind of have to scroll down. But Bobby Terrence. Super clean Easter Everywhere. Crazy. Yeah, a lot of my favorite people, they don't post as much as I would like them to. They used to post a lot, but people just go through the cycles like some people on the VC do. They stop making videos, but they're not as consistent. I hope I don't get that way, but yeah, Bobby Terrence. It's all one word. He's got some good stuff. He's one of my more favorite people, and Spaceman Dan, or now he's under Dan Sabbath. Good friends with that guy. He used to post a lot. He's friends with Alex Kerner, who's a good friend of mine as well. Who's under PsycheDerek 68. But he's on my oh, you did? What album was that? Yeah, Dan's a great guy. Mind if I ask what album? Or oh, SRC. Yeah, I got SRC debut for $5 on eBay, which was surprising. Yeah, Newark Psych, yeah. He's always at that Austin Record Convention. Those people at the Austin Record Convention are some of the craziest collectors. Zach Borden, he's good friends with Newark. He's more into the private press, but he's got some good stuff too. And then, of course, there's Dr. Mind. You might know the guy. He's got a pretty good collection. It's decent, but he's working on it. I can't believe the first side's still playing. It's Mariani. Did you guys know that Matt Sands used to have a copy of this original? And then I think he sold it for some good money too. Another heavy one, maybe we can play if we're allowed to. I guess Matt's living his life, man. I mean, I talked to him recently on Facebook, but he's because he ordered that Dave Bryan album that I got damaged in the mail. So he's pretty active, but got a lot of things going for him, I guess. I mean, I know what one of his primary jobs is, but that on a plus on top of the record store, things going on. He's just and the way he makes his videos too. Takes a lot of time out of the day. So I don't know. You just got to do it when the timing's right. That's what I do. Whenever I got time to make a video, because my time's kind of limited too. I don't try to make this an all-day thing, but it's everybody's got their different game plan. I'll be right back. Oh. Makes as many videos as Jay. I miss his videos too, man. Who do I miss making videos? Turntable Currents. We're going way back when we're talking about him. Nathan. So Turntable Currents, he's probably like the first guy in the VC to truly dive into the psychedelic stuff, as far as I can remember. He did kind of have a comeback, but just went on pause again. It just happens. But Turntable Currents, I'd love to see come back, man. But he's working a lot too. He's got a lot of things going on in his life, so I'd like to see him. I mean, some of the old cats, Mr. Fartboy 79, guys might know him. I mean, he doesn't make videos anymore, but Tony, he's an awesome dude. Had a great collection. He was a big Neil Young man. So yeah, I've been kind of watching VC videos since like late 2012. That's when I first started. A while ago now. Yeah, you got to get out there and find what you love, what you truly love. I mean, if a lot of people just have these narrow minds, narrow mindsets, they got to kind of expand it a little, because I know I didn't until I was like, second year of high school probably, and I discovered stuff like the Stooges, and that's like this music kicks way more ass than like Led Zeppelin, and no offense to Led Zeppelin fans, but I just like that harder edge kind of early punk stuff, and then I got all involved in garage rock. So as my taste has kind of evolved, I'm always kind of learning different genres, and I'm kind of getting more into like stuff like shoegaze, dream pop stuff. But it kind of takes me a while to get out of the psych rabbit hole that we're all in. It's a hard hole to get out of once you're hooked on. The hook will grab you, for sure. A good way of putting it. Yeah, there's this whole jam session going on in this track. I think it's the track. Euphoria, 11-minute jam. You didn't really hear this sort of stuff back in 1970. It's kind of uncommon. Bands like Hawkwind were probably taking note of this if they had one of the demos. Or bands like Gong. So, as far as different albums, kind of outside the psych realm, I'd like to get Slow Dive's first album, just for one day. Been kind of enjoying that. I've been listening to it digitally for a while because I already have Slovakia, and I do like their latest release. It's definitely not the Slow Dive we know, but like any band, they get older, and so they kind of evolve with the times and change their sound up a little bit. Gong, yeah. I think I saw Angel Egg. Is that the name of it? For me, I can only get into the first few Gong albums. The first album, Magic Brother, and Continental Circus, which I have. I like that one a lot. The soundtrack. And then Cambry Electric, however you pronounce it. Have you heard Continental Circus yet, Rob? You might like that one. It's kind of like Pink Floyd if they were a little heavier jamming going on, but if you don't like it, that's your thing. But Continental Circus, it's a soundtrack they did. It's probably their heaviest album. It's pretty progressive, but it kind of revolves around the same jam, and it's pretty good. I like it. Coming from me, a guy that can't get too hard or too heavily into Gong, I like it. Hey Dallas, welcome. Yeah, Magic Brother, that's one I want to pick up on if I see it. Yeah, that's the one, Rob. As far as originals go, I don't remember if it was easy to get or not. Probably not if it's in good shape, but it's probably the one that rocks the most. I would look into that one. It's kind of space rock too. Certainly their heaviest, I would say. Yeah, soundtrack work for a motorbike movie. I don't remember where I got that at the moment, but probably in this one. At least I can try to look for it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Strange. That's a good one. My favorite track's the one that opens side 2. What do you want? I do another random poll. So I can try it. Go on this side again. The Hobbits. Just picked that up recently. You mentioned some, probably about the intro. I gotta check that out then. Is he pretty harsh on me, or what's the deal? What's the scoop? Hey, Bo, welcome. You purged the Hobbit records? I think I saw one of your videos. You said you purged a lot of your stuff in this kind of realm. Do what you want, man. That's cool. Yeah, I kind of had to refresh my memory how this was, and I was kind of impressed by it, so I enjoyed it. Yeah, I got shelves today, so I'm pretty stoked to have them now. It's not my ideal shelves, but Vinyl Rich is in the house. You guys remember what I said earlier? Not gonna do it. Yeah, to get the Nick Drake records, yeah. Because those are pretty costly, aren't they? I mean, I guess I haven't really gave Nick Drake a chance, but I'm sure his music's great. I want to look into his debut album because I kind of heard it's kind of more of a I don't remember what I heard. I forget that. Scratch that. I don't know where I was going with that. But I got to look into Nick Drake a little bit. He's just always kind of come off as like overrated, but I don't want to be that kind of guy that says that, you know. Because yeah, I don't know. A lot of this stuff I feel like I can't purge it. Just can't do it. But as I start to think about it, some of the stuff I could get a second time around. There's some stuff I think I'm gonna get rid of in a VCLT package I'm kind of working on. Oh yeah, they're all lurking on this stream. But hey, B-Side Records, what's up? So I heard you mention me in your latest video, Rich. What's up with that? You make fun of me now? Yeah, I was showing the stuff I found earlier today, and I just picked this up just because of the oddness of it. You know, you find some of these weird items. It's not the White Album. It is a White Album, though. Blank all around. I feel like I should illustrate this on camera or something. Make my own album up. Well, he must like me then. Yeah, I'll get a VCLT package ready for you, Rich, and then I'll throw a banana in just for the fun of it. Might be ripe once it arrives, though. So yeah, got this in the mail today. If you guys missed it, I know there's some people just now joining, but Axe. Draw on the box though. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. But no, Bo's still on here. You should check out the version of A House Is Not a Motel on this. I know you're such a huge Love fan, man. They almost killed Love's version of this. This one rips. It's a good track. Good version of it. It's kind of more loose. The rhythm's a little more loose than the Love track, and that famous fuzz solo that Love does. This one, it just shreds. It's crazy. Like black bananas. Well, then that works out, don't it? This drum solo going on right now. Oh boy. Well, that took that to a new level, didn't it? Don't be causing any drama on my live stream. Oh, you'll love this, Rich. So this is not archival, but it's originally acetates that were made. They only made like 12 copies back in the day. Some people consider this like the top essential hard-edged psych rock. And I have to agree to an extent. It is crazy stuff. I discovered this really early in my psych years, but it's incredible. We'll probably play it again. Probably put this on because it's a heavy one. People requested heavy stuff tonight. I'll play that Love track first. Once you hear this, Rich, you'll be on the hunt for it. That's a female vocalist too. Kind of unique.
Or just a thought that someone, somewhere, somehow here should be here. And it's all
I think it sounds like Yoko. Kind of cool if it was, but no. Forget her name. Vivian. That's all she's known for. Oh, you'll love this, man. And this is just a cover version. Their original tracks are just as good. Wait till the fuzz solo comes up. Not this one, but next one. I can actually play that part on my guitar too, that sort of little thing. Interlude in between the chorus lines. I picked this up today too. It's a Jerry Cole project, Electric Firebirds. We'll just pretend it's this chick singing instead of Yoko. Comes the best part. Not listed under there, huh? Well, as far as I can tell, it is. I thought it was. Because he did a lot of these Crown records, didn't he? It's definitely not the Firebirds that did Light My Fire, though. You can tell that. But, so the year of this one, Rich, this came out in 95. Some sources say 93, but it was recorded in 1969-70, between the 2 years, I believe. You'll find it under the label Kissing Spell. So, they're also known as Crystalline. Gearson put out the original demo by itself. This one has some overlapping session takes and outtakes that kind of make it feel more like an album. And so I kind of recommend this copy. Sound quality is fantastic. So I'm sure the Gearson copy is good too, but I just didn't have the band's permission when they released this. Was the only problem with it. So I'm kind of surprised it's even available to buy on Discogs yet, since it's kind of unofficial. So yeah, what a track. I'm going to play the first side though. Might play the last two tracks on here and maybe call it a night. It's probably the longest I've ever streamed, man. A full 3 hours. Now, if I was drinking tonight, as a few of you know, it might have been longer, but that's not the case. Well, if I had to go 6 hours, I'd have to be on Randy's level where, he's been pretty blitzed, early on. So it doesn't take too much for me, though, to get a little buzz going. But like I've stated, don't drink too much, but unless it's like a social gathering, or in this case it was when I told that story. Someone's actually reached out to me to see if I had a copy for sale that was in my collection. I don't remember what record it was, but it's kind of a rare one I have. I don't remember which one it was, but someone asked me if it was for sale. I never replied back to him. So I might have. I don't remember. It was a while ago. But yeah, as you can see, Rich, I got some shelves in. That one still needs to be filled on the bottom. That's kind of my private records for the most part, primarily. This is pretty much my collection. Can't believe it. Just makes it seem like I don't have much, but they're pretty nice and snug in there. I wish I could put some on the bottom, but they don't fit, so I just decided to put my books in there. Maybe put my 45s down there or something. I don't know. Oh, it's all killer. For the most part, yeah. If I don't like it, it's out of here. So yeah, once I come back on and have enough records to talk about, I'll give a good review on this. So you'll hear me talk about it again. Talking about the guitar playing in the background or my guitar. I can show it real quick. Is missing a string. I still play like a pro though. I missed my cue there. Thought he was going to do that power chord right there. The album title, I think it's self-titled. Some titles go under Axe Music, but if you look up Axe Kissing Spell 1995 on Discogs or something, you'll find it. It's this cover. And if you don't see that, the band image is this, I believe. See a tall guy there. Kissing Spell label. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't an official album when it came out, so it's like a demo acetate. So I think they were under the name Crystalline when they recorded this, perhaps. So yeah, and this is probably my favorite track on here, kind of tied with House is Not a Motel. Their original track of The Child Dreams kind of reminds me of Pink Floyd's Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun. It's got that kind of same ancient mythology kind of thing going on in the lyrics and musically. The ascending dramaticness of it all gets like more dramatic as the track goes on. So, and this track is on YouTube and it has like over 500,000 views. So a lot of people know this track, but they usually don't know about this band, or nobody talks about them. So, which is a shame, but that's kind of how it happens, you know, when stuff's unreleased for so long. Looks like Dots and Loops uploaded a video. Top psychedelic songs. Yeah, I'm really looking to perhaps getting a new amplifier because I've had that amp since forever, since I was in high school. It still does good, but I don't have any effects pedals. All I got is gain, and that's boring. So, yeah, psych songs. Tell me about it. It gives me a headache thinking about it. There's so many out there. I would say on this album, there's an essential one. An A plus track, if you will. The Child Dreams, this track playing is phenomenal. Opens up with backward looped stuff going on. I love when albums kind of throw that shit at you. When it's always backward tape loops. Like on the Churchill's album with So Alone Today. I love stuff like that. They throw like these spacey sounds and they have the drums kind of going backwards and yeah, can you hear it pretty well? I mean, I know I'm talking over it, but check it out on YouTube though. The Child Dreams by Axe. Got kind of a cool video with it. It's one of those songs on YouTube that you'll always find in the recommended section when you're looking up like Morgan or Gandalf or something. This track's always in the mix. So yeah, Randy's showed this in a live stream before, but maybe you missed it. I don't know, but I know he's got this. I think he's the only one I know that has it. I had a CD rip for a long time, so it's kind of nice to own the real deal. Then I picked up the Fugs on eBay. Their album Tenderness Junction. I actually really like that album. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think the soundtrack's out already. I mean, I think I searched for it and the soundtrack's on YouTube already. I don't know if someone customly made that or what, but I saw it was on there and I did see that movie, but I got mixed feelings on it. I don't know. The fact that they include that Bob Seger System song, I think was kind of out of place because it's more of like, it takes place in Hollywood, so it should be more of like a California-based track. But what kind of amp do I want to get? I really don't know. I'm not a gearhead, so I'll just say that I'd like to have an amp that has like different functions on it where you can, because my bandmate back in the day had this amp where you can switch all these different knobs and had this phaser effect, and you would play it and it'd play it in reverse like instantly for you. So I'd like to have one that has a lot of functions on it, kind of built in the system, built in the amp. But I don't know what those are called. I don't know what company makes those. That's kind of what I would like to have though. Built in effects like that. I saw that Fugs album in person in Lincoln, but dude wants $35 for it, and I'm like, no. So I found a copy for $10 on eBay, so surprisingly cheap. I'm surprised that it's cheap yet. Yeah, for the most part, I did like the movie, Once Upon a Time, but it kind of brings back a lot of those old styled movies where, because a lot of the movies today are so fast paced and just like, because people are so the attention spans are so short, people just want it now. And that movie really took its time, which I appreciated. But so I appreciate that. And what was my favorite part? And Sharon Tate in the movie, the actress, smiled way too much. She's every time you see her in the movie, she's smiling. It's like you were never that happy all your life, I know it's kind of pissing me off after a while because you just never seen her anything but happy, I'm just being too critical, but Mongrel, yeah, Bob Seger stuff's always beat. Have the Haunted? I do not. Nope. Yeah, I like the Fugs when they were on reprise. I can't really get into their early stuff when they're like freak folk and true to their beat poet stuff. It just kind of you hear it once and that's fine, but it's not something I could just pop on like this and listen to it constantly. Like when they got serious on the Reprise label, their music was kind of coming together, even though they still had that kind of profane sexual content about them. That still made it funny, but as far as the music, got kind of more serious, which I appreciated. So that's kind of why I like it. Kind of rocks out in spots. So I think that might conclude the live stream. Sorry, I'm kind of copping out here, but I think we went a long time. So it's the next high dollar grail you want to buy. Well, I would say what it is, but to me it doesn't seem ideal. But like I said, I'm kind of in contact with the original artist. I don't want to say who it is, but he may have copies left. And if I'm getting a copy, my life's made. It's done for. Done collecting. But if I had a serious thing I want next, I might check my Discogs. Let me check real quick. See what I've added recently. Because all the stuff I add on Discogs, someone actually bought something from me. Finally. I just saw that right now. Someone bought the Leonard Cohen from me. Finally. I've been trying to post that over and over. So what I've recently added, no, that's not right. Oh, Sharon Tandy. Let me think about this. So, huge grail, you said? High dollar grail? High dollar grail. How high are we talking? As far as like in the $100 range, maybe. I'd like a copy of Scorpion on Tower, which I've recently added to my want list. Just don't see it very often. It's the one that kind of looks like the cow's uterus with all the band members' faces in it. It's kind of a funky psych rock kind of album. On Tower, Scorpion from '69. Yeah, I'd like to have that one next. It's kind of pricey when you see it, but it's kind of funkadelic-ish. They kind of have a sense of humor, and it's kind of a funky psych rock jam going on. So it's kind of what I'm into right now, and I'm also getting a big, you could call it semi-grail in the mail. Neighborhood Children. I paid up for that one, so I'm assuming he sent it. And once I get that, that'll probably be my next video. So we shall see. till then, watch this live stream as a education, pick up some knowledge, and a lot of dirty stuff happened in this episode, so not too much, but it was a good stream. I had fun on here, and one of the better streams because a lot of the streams, like I said recently, have just not worked out. I don't know why. They just always in a tired mood or have a headache or something. So thanks everyone for watching. Randy, Rob, Dan, Beth. Thanks for watching, Steve. So I'll sign out here, and thanks for joining me. And check out the Axe album. If there's anything to take away from here, check this bad boy out. See you, Rich. I got Sunday and Monday off, so we'll see what happens. See if I'll go back out digging or don't know. So wish me luck with a date as well. I'm trying to work on it at my job, so I'm watching things. So take care, and we'll see you soon.